Hello, my lovely Pisceans. I'm Jessica from Willowvine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your March 2020 general reading. It's not love focused, but love definitely is prominent in these readings. But if I see anything about work, family, friends, whatever, I will definitely say it. I'm not sure if I'm going to extend this reading. I haven't extended any of the other signs so far with this one. I usually extend the love readings to cover obstacles and blocks and whatnot, so when I do a love specific reading, then it will be over on Patreon. I'm just going to do some extra readings that aren't on YouTube over there at some point to make up for not extending these for those of you who have joined me over there. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personal readings. It's on the community tab as well as my website, and check me out on Patreon. Sorry for the delay. Thank you so much for your love and support and your patience. I've been dealing with kidney stones, and I just haven't been in the best, headspace. I was in pain. I was just having a shit week. I know it's only been a week since I posted, but still, I feel bad. I was on a roll, and it got all screwed up. It is what it is, I guess. So, before I got ready to do this reading, my computer decided to play fuck games with me. Oh, FYI, I use bad language. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, click off. If it bothers you too much, I really hope you stay though. I am trying to tone it down a bit. It all depends on the energy. It's like sometimes I'll swear more than others, and I think it depends on what I'm picking up on. Like somebody's anger, disdain, whatever. Anywho, there was something else I was going to say too that I said in the other readings, but anywho, my computer was playing these games and wanted to restart and cause all these delays. So I have a funny feeling that if there's something that you've been trying to pursue or you've been waiting on, whether it has to do with a change in your career or just expanding your business, especially if you're self-employed, or if it is dealing around love connections or just relationships, platonic or romantically speaking, I feel like there have been hang-ups. There's been speed bumps in the way, and it's been a process. I feel a lot of overthinking, like, am I making the right choice? It's almost like I feel in my heart of hearts that this is the right move for me. So this is the right person to pursue, or this is the right relationship, or this is the right career path. This is the right home situation for me, but like moving forward, but there's some hesitancy. So I don't know if it's people in your environment who are trying to hold you back energetically, or if it's like a self-imposed thing where you're just overthinking it to death and you're not making any moves, or you haven't up until this point. I just feel very stagnant energy, and it's almost like, hurry up, I want to get this done, I want to get this started, I want to get this moving, but there's still something that's stopping me from doing this kind of thing. That's what I'm feeling. And whatever I'm talking about could be different for each and every one of you. Like I said, this is a general reading. Some messages might apply to your situation or your life, and others just might not make any fucking sense. Check your other signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, blah, whatever, So, I don't normally clarify these cards, but the card that came out first, I'm like, yeah, I want more information to see what the hell this is all about. Because the first thing I saw was black magic. And I know that is definitely not for the masses. So we have experiments, manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. Thank God this was reversed, because in the upright, I mean, everything I just said, that's pretty much what it is. And then it's number 33, and I did do a personal reading for somebody who has Pisces moon, and that is a master number for her, so maybe there are some more messages within this reading for her too. That popped in my head when I saw 33. You know who you are, I'm not saying naming names. But anyways, that breaks down to a 6, and that's equal give and take, reciprocity. It's balance. It's trying to find that balance. And I almost get a sense that this is either you or someone in your environment who is trying to find a sense of reciprocity in their life, like work-life balance, their love life, trying to make things quote-unquote fair, but they were coming from a very selfish place. It's almost like forcing things to be a certain way. Like I see a facade here, like everything looks good on the outside, but on the inside, not so much. So for example, I see this beautiful home, you know, a little family, and the neighbors would say, oh yeah, he was the nicest guy, she was such a good wife, girlfriend, mother, whatever, the kids are so well rounded and put together, and you know, their lawn is manicured and perfect, and they really got their shit together. I aspire to be like that. And then you go into their home and it's nothing like that. You know, abuse could be going on, whether it's physically or emotionally. There's just a lot of turmoil and upset within the household, but nobody's seeing this. It's almost like Evil Lives Here, that show, where everything just looks so great on the outside, but you never would know that the father's a fucking murderer or something like that. You just don't know. So I feel like there's a lot of unseen truths that are here. And all that basically means is that somebody's bullshit. So with this being reversed, it's coming out of that. And I wanted to know exactly what that was, because manipulation can be it can come in many forms, and it can be done for many reasons. And I'm not sure if this is exactly why it was being done, or if this is just how somebody was made to feel during this process. Before I get into that, when I mentioned black magic was the first thing I saw. I feel like it's because of this black mass. It's almost like, I almost said the Crypt Keeper. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Why can't I think of it? The Reaper. There we go. Jesus, the Grim Reaper. I'm like, what the? That word just evaded me. That's what it looked like. So it's almost like change is needed in this. It was like forced change. Someone was trying to force change for their own betterment, and it wasn't for the greater good of everyone in the situation, is what I'm feeling with this. Whether they were using magic or trying to, being very ritualistic, or it was just their demeanor and, you know, how they were presenting themselves to whoever's involved in the situation. Like I said, that could be you, Pisces, or it could be somebody you're connected to or dealing with. So that was clarified by unstable, which definitely I felt that energy 100%. And then we have uncomfortable. So unstable and uncomfortable is, you know, if things aren't going well and everything's kind of up in the air and it's like you don't know which way to turn, yeah, it's going to be a very uncomfortable position to be put in. So I almost feel like there's someone in your environment, Pisces, for who I'm reading for, general. If it doesn't fit, throw it out. There was somebody in your environment who was doing things for themselves, to make themselves feel better, to achieve their goals, whatever those might be, whether we're talking about love, money, whatever, it doesn't matter. And it was leaving you in a very uncomfortable, emotional, and mental, like, headspace. It's like, I almost feel on edge. Like, I don't want to word this. Like, you know that uneasy feeling that you get and you're like, oh my God, something's wrong. I just know it. It's a pit in my stomach. But you don't always know what is wrong. You just know something's wrong. I feel like that was you. You were feeling that something was unstable. It was off in the situation or within this person. And you just couldn't quite put your finger on it. I do feel like information has come to the light about this. Maybe not all the information. I do feel that there are a lot of things that are still hidden, even if you did find out something. But you weren't wrong. So I almost get a sense that somebody out there was trying to turn a blind eye to their gut feelings and just keep going through the motions, kind of thing. And then we have embarrassment, and I feel like that is why somebody would continue to go through the motions and act as if everything's okay. Like, let's keep this beautiful facade up because I don't want people to know that I, you know, got myself tangled up in a mess like this. I don't want people to know that I feel like a failure. Even if you're not a failure, sometimes we feel that way if our expectations haven't been met. But in this case, I feel like it's not just about expectations. It's like I believed you. I feel like somebody believed somebody's bullshit story, somebody's lies, because whoever you were dealing with is a master manipulator. This is what they do. They're good at it, and they have been good at it since they were a child. I feel like their parents wouldn't even believe you if you called them a manipulator because they're that good. You know, they would have to go to a professional, somebody who has seen this time and time again, to look, because there's specific signs within people like this because they're really good at what they do. They just are. And I almost feel like the embarrassment, there's like a sense of shame and like, oh, you know, I'm usually so good at picking these people out. I'm usually so good at staying away from situations like this, or not investing in these bad investments, you know. I'm usually a very good judge of character, but why the fuck didn't I see this? You did see it. You saw the red flags, but there was either outside distractions going on that were kind of pulling you away from fully evaluating this person or situation at the time, or you just had a lot going on and you weren't trusting your gut feelings initially because everything was so chaotic inside you, like probably mentally, emotionally, like I was feeling. I just felt like all over the place. So that was like the perfect storm. Maybe I should call this that, the perfect storm. I did think of the name earlier, and it was the dark spots in the light or something like that. I don't know, I forgot it. Anyways, so then the other card we have is Time and Tide, Oceanic Spells and Rituals. So, I mean, that can go hand in hand with the whole magic and everything that I was talking about, but these two cards are very different for me. This is number 18, breaks down to a 9. And for me, that's like cycles being broken, but it's at the initial stages. It's like finally having that realization. You've thought it to death. Now you're kind of worried about the next step, even though you know what you need to do, kind of thing, for moving forward, no matter if we're talking about love or money or whatever. I feel like this has been a long time coming, and once you finally saw this person or situation for what it was or who they really are, that's what's allowing you to focus your energy inward on yourself. It's almost like reclaiming yourself, standing in your power, and not allowing these other emotions like embarrassment and like fear and whatever get in the way of you progressing forward in a positive way. So it's really good. It's coming out of that negative energy. It's getting away from people that try to control you or your circumstances. Because a lot of times if people feel like they can't control us individually, they will try to control the situation we're in, so that we have to rely on that person, or so that we feel a sense of attachment even if we don't need to be attached to them, even if we're fine on our own. It's almost like that's what they feed off from, so they just know how to, they play their cards right, basically, and they just make you feel inferior to the point where it's like, you need me to survive, kind of thing. So somebody is definitely 100% egotistical, and they get in their own fucking way. I mean, this person probably gets what they want a lot, but they don't go about it in the correct way, just at all. I feel like this is a karmic cycle. Could have been a lesson for you, Pisces, or for whoever wasn't doing the manipulating. There's definitely lessons here, and if it's romantically, it was a karmic partner, and this person, whatever attributes they brought to the table, whatever they showed you, however they acted, or are acting, if you're still in the situation, it's being put in your face so that you don't make those same mistakes again. Because we're all having a human experience. None of us are perfect. You could be psychic, you could be a medium, you could have all the clairs and be like on top of your game, helping people out left and right, but you still do not know everything. Nobody does. We're not meant to know everything, because if we did, we wouldn't have to learn any of these lessons, and we just sail through life avoiding all these problems that shape us, you know. And then what kind of person would we be? That would just build up a very prideful person, you know. And it's like, we got to stay humble, you know. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent now. So, excuse me. Oh. That was heavy energy. I don't know if this is going to tie into this or not, but that definitely needs to be said for somebody. So I feel like somebody's finding their way. You finally see the light. And I did see that for somebody else. I don't know if it was Virgo or Libra, but I saw like the light in the darkness, like a switch was flipped on finally. So you're seeing things at face value now. Okay, so then we have the moon, which can represent you or Cancerian energy, and that came out with the 8 of Wands. So I feel like the overall energy here that's being brought to the table, the first thing that pops in my mind is ghosting. And I can take that two ways with what I'm feeling. So I feel like based off the situation I just explained, the person, the circumstance, the career, whatever, that negative energy, wherever that negative energy was coming from, I feel like some of you aren't even going to explain yourselves. It will just be like, yep, I figured it out. I'm fucking gone, and I'm not going to talk to you. You're not going to see me. I'm just going to pack my bags in the middle of the night and haul ass out of here, kind of thing. Because this is not only about communication, it's about forward movement, travel, and it's fast. So I feel like some of you are either secretly planning on traveling or moving. Some of you, I feel like you're in the planning phase, and others of you, you're literally in the month of March or within a month's time of watching this reading, you're going to just, boom, be gone. You're going to fly away like this bat in the night, and you're not even going to look back, and no one's going to know where the hell you went, kind of thing. Which might not be a bad thing, especially if you're dealing with a negative energy like that. Whether it's a circumstance or a person. The other thing I was seeing with the moon card and that negative energy that I was picking up on when I said ghosting, it could be taken two ways. I feel like, you know, like I said, with the no communication just kind of disappearing. So you might turn into a magician and put on your disappearing act, say bye-bye people. But the other thing is I feel negative entities. So I'm not going to call them demons or anything like that. Negative energy to me is, say for example, this is the easiest way to say it without going into a million and one scenarios and details about mystical creatures and paranormal figures and whatever. Negative energy. Picture a person who is extremely cruel. They're self-centered. They live for themselves. Like a narcissist, a psychopath, sociopath, someone like that who actually inflicts pain on others. They enjoy that type of thing. They're like a masochist. Anyways, that type of energy, when that person passes away, if they don't go on to where they need to go, what's left is their imprint. Whether their energy source is there like consciously, or it's just an imprint. I don't feel like it's an imprint of energy that I'm feeling with this. I feel like there's actually somebody who passed away who was not a nice person, and somebody, because Pisces, you're a water sign, that means that more than likely you're very intuitive. You could be very spiritual, at least with the person I'm talking to. I feel like you do have 3 not so nice energies around you, and I feel like the energies I'm picking up on right now with that ghosting energy, they're dead, they're deceased people, and you're feeling those feelings of despair and it's affecting you. And I feel like for some of you in that situation, because this is not for everyone, it is affecting your mental health, not your physical health, like cough cough, but there's thoughts that aren't your own, but I feel like someone out there is perceiving these thoughts as their own, but they're being put there. It's like a spiritual attack in a sense. So I do feel that haunting energy. And for at least one person, maybe a couple, if you're dealing with the paranormal and you've got a haunting going on and this is like hitting home for you, that one message, if you have somebody around you who is working with, like, in the occult, and they are practicing magic, they're not practicing properly. They're not practicing in the light, I'm just gonna say, and I feel like they're bringing that in. So just be aware of that, protect yourself, for whoever that's for. But yeah, that's not the main energy. I'm getting all these different messages. So we got the ghosting thing moving on secretly. And then for others of you, I do feel, and when I said moving away, like that ghosting energy, you could be like, just one day you just don't show up to work, and then you're on a new career path. You just didn't want to talk to your boss about it or whatever. Or it could be within a home situation. You're moving your home. You might even be moving states away, counties away, whatever it is to you. I feel like distance, or going from a toxic or unhealthy relationship situation to a better one. So wherever you stand with that ghosting energy, I just feel like it's easier to just disappear than it is to deal with whoever is in your environment right now. And then for others of you, there's a secret conversation going on. You have been talking to someone significant in your life. It could be a lover, family member, or a friend, but it's somebody who has impacted your life or will impact your life for the good, for the better. I don't know if you realize just how significant this person is just yet, but it's almost like it was divinely orchestrated, even if it was just a friendship, for you to come into alignment with this person, because there's a lot of similarities between you and them. And it's almost like you guys have walked very similar paths up to this point. I mean, obviously we have different experiences, but it's almost like the same type of bullshit run in parallel. So you did one thing, they did another, but you guys can relate to each other. And I almost feel like the missing pieces. So say you're overthinking something and it's like, I need to do this, I need to do that. You're trying to plan your next move, what you're gonna do. You feel like you're not quite there yet because there's some information you're missing. I feel like whoever you're secretly talking to, it could be a psychic even, somebody who reads tarot, a medium, whatever, somebody with those spiritual gifts. And I feel like for whoever this message is for, you have gifts yourself, quite a few actually. But this person's going to fill in the blanks, basically. So the things that you're uncertain about, they're certain about, and vice versa. So it's almost like you guys are going to piggyback on each other with information. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. You're definitely preparing to either leave a job situation that is no longer serving you, it's not lucrative, it wasn't working out financially, or a home situation. You're like, adios, motherfucker, I'm leaving, like, I'm out of here. I can't do this anymore. So you're leaving people, places, things behind that do not serve you. You're finally seeing, I don't want to say you're finally seeing your value, because I feel like you always knew you were valuable. I feel like you're seeing the dark spots, like they're being illuminated finally. And then we have the Devil reversed right under that. So yeah, you're definitely saying goodbye to people, places, things that don't serve you. This person in particular, or that certain situation that kind of bogged you down. And I feel like it really bogged you down energetically. So why is the moon here? With the 8 of Wands, please, for Pisces. It always blows my mind when I get like crazy amounts of information all at once off of like 1 or 2 cards. I think it's that. King of Wands. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be embodying that energy. You could have heavy fire in your chart. Or you could be dealing with a fire sign. It could be a friend, family member, boss, whatever. It's almost like moving towards what makes you happy, like what you're passionate about. It's what you've been waiting on. Yeah, you're no longer indecisive. It's like letting your guard down. You've done a lot of thinking about this, so it's not like you're being foolish and rushing out the door to something new. This is something you've contemplated a lot. You thought a lot about it, and you know this is right for you. Some of you could literally, I mean, this is a small message, could be for one person. I almost get a sense that when I go back to that talking to someone in secret, if it's not that psychic friend, person, whatever, that's giving you insights, there could be a secret romance here. And if it's not you, it's someone that you're connected to. This person might have somebody else, but I do feel like there's someone that you have a lot of passion for that you might hook up with. It could be in the dream state, but I feel like it would be at night, like nighttime travel. I will travel to you at night kind of energy. Just a cuddle buddy, a companion type person, male, female, whatever. I feel like if that's the case, you go to them, unless you're the King of Wands energy here and then they come to you, because I feel like he isn't getting out of that throne. He's like sitting proud. It is kind of arrogant energy too, which I did see over here, so it does kind of go hand in hand with sneaking away from somebody who's kind of manipulative, making that decision. But for, like I said, for others of you, it's like a sex only thing. You're kind of just having fun at night. And I'm not saying you're a fuck boy, fuck girl. It's not that. It's, you know, if you're an adult and you're both consenting adults, whatever, it is what it is, kind of thing. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like for the majority of you, this King of Wands character is this energy over here that I mentioned in the beginning. This is somebody who is holding on to you, possibly for financial gain. They either need your money to feel secure, when they're manipulating you in ways so that you can help support them, so that they can continue to do what they want to do, kind of thing. There's definitely not love here. I'm just gonna say, you do not love this person, and they do not love you. This is like a connection of convenience, is what I feel. And I feel like if it is this negative energy, it's that person trying to hold on to you because you provide a sense of security for them. So you either pay the bills, you do something for this person, and they don't want to lose it. And I feel like that's why you're kind of hightailing it out of there secretly. Like, nope, I'm not even going to argue with you because you're just going to cause these problems and make me stay. Like, keep me stuck. I don't want to deal with it kind of energy. That's the main energy I feel, is sneaking away from somebody that isn't so good. So, what's blocking this from happening is the Magician reverse. Go fucking figure. There's that manipulation again. So what's stopping you from moving forward is probably your own thoughts, based off from what this person has said or done to you already throughout your time together. And if you aren't dating this person, it's someone that is around you quite a bit, because their energy is very heavy with yours. So if it's not a romantic connection, it's someone you see a lot. But they're very, very manipulative. So that's why you feel you have to hide, that you have to sneak away, because this person is not going to let you leave, basically. And if that's not literally the case, that's how you feel. That's how they make you feel. They make you feel like you're in the wrong, that you're guilty, like you feel guilty for feeling the way you feel, for your actions, even though you're doing the right thing. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, you're definitely dealing with someone who's an asshole. Three of Wands. They're just keeping you waiting, wanting, waiting, wishing, hoping, praying that things will change, and they haven't, and they're not going to until you pull yourself out of the situation. And I feel like that's what, you know that. I just keep hearing, I'm out of here, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. And I almost see somebody walking around a house, like, inside, pacing back and forth, like, I can't do this anymore. The hands are up in the air, like, ugh. Like, how did I get myself into this position? Why did I ever get attached to you? Why am I here? Like, just all those things going on. Yeah, and it caused you to go within. This is Virgo energy. And think a lot about how unstable the situation is with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. It's like, what do I want? What do I need? How can I improve my own life and my own circumstances, no matter what we're talking about here? Like, I'm sick of waiting. I need to go. Some of you might also be waiting for this manipulative person to go on a vacation, or to leave the home, or to leave the area. If it's a boss figure, you're waiting either for your vacation and you're just never going to come back. It's almost like I'm going to get my my PTO, my paid time off, out of the way and then leave kind of thing, because I earned it. So there's definitely something. It's like you're waiting for the perfect time to execute this plan. But you've already set things in motion. So it is positive, even though it sounds really heavy, because you're getting out of it. So recent past, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Surprise, surprise. There's lies, manipulation. I also feel minimal to no communication. So I feel like there were lies that you discovered, because it's right next to the moon and moving away from that energy. I feel like it's almost, I get a sense that whoever I'm talking to knows that the person they're connecting to is just a bull-faced liar. That you can't believe anything they say or do, because they never stick to what they say. They're not sincere. So it's led you to stop communicating with this person. And if you do communicate to them, you might even lie to them just to shut them up. Like, you know, yeah, everything's fine, just go away kind of thing. Like, that's what I feel. It's taming the beast, but it's like just keeping things running smoothly. Even though there's rapids like crazy underneath, I feel like the water's just like really still and flowing slowly on top, but underneath it's just like hitting rocks and crazy. So it's like internally you're going insane, but on the outside you're just not expressing it. You're not telling this person. You're just shutting up about it because you have a plan. Ace of Swords. Then we have the Page of Swords reversed with the King of Cups reversed. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Or this could just be representing you, you know. The King of Cups in the upright, he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, but he's very loving, caring, nurturing. In the reverse, it's like, I don't want to give to this anymore. It's almost like emotional manipulation. So the silent treatment could be happening either by you or by this person. Because with the Page of Swords reversed, that's no communication again. And it's also spying. So with the emotional manipulation here and the lies and the no communication, I almost get a sense that somebody, you know that you're being watched. And going back to that ghosting energy, or the ghost, spiritual, paranormal, whatever, some of you just might be getting overly emotional because of the energy that's surrounding you if you are living in a haunted environment, and you feel watched all the time, and it's like, how can I combat something or someone I can't see? If that's the case, you know, call in a psychic medium or a shaman and just have them assess the situation, bless your home if you're not comfortable doing it, if you don't know how to do it, if you're in that situation. If you're not, this is just that person. There's someone around you who is keeping tabs on you, or you're keeping tabs on them to know where they're at, what they're doing, so that you can execute your plan and get away. So either or, but there's no communication, and if there is communication, somebody's lying, and what they're saying, it's almost like a manipulation tactic, because they're trying to emotionally manipulate you to make you feel guilty for saying this, doing that, wanting this, wanting that kind of thing. So I feel like somebody might be throwing shit in your face. Could be past stuff that's happened, and it's like, why are you bringing that up? That happened 10 fucking years ago. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel that energy going on here. Goodness, Pisces, what the fuck? So what you're thinking about? There's a Three of Wands. I feel like instantly heard in my head when I pulled this card out was, oh my god, it flew out of my head. I instantly heard it flew out of my head. No, this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. So it's like a door that has finally cracked open. Because that might be where the light is, where I said that, like, you finally see the light. Like, you were kind of getting into a hopeless spot. Not hopeless, but almost getting discouraged by the situation. And then all of a sudden, there's this idea, this light. And it's like, whoo, okay, this is what I've been waiting for. This is my opportunity. This is how I'm going to get out of this situation. This is how I'm going to move forward. This is what I want. So you're thinking about this opportunity. Something has been presented to you. It's what you've been waiting for. Because we have it here too. It's almost like biding your time with a manipulative person. Some of you could have been manipulating or trying to manipulate this person in return to make them believe that you're still hanging on. You're still hanging on, that you're not going anywhere. And that could be what some of the lies are coming in. But if that's the case, that's just you protecting yourself and your situation so you can get away without causing, like, serious damage, you know? Three of Wands. Why is this here in Pisces thoughts, please? Just with that being there twice, that's like 3 and 3 is 6. That's balance. It's finally, I just feel like the water calming. Like, okay, things are going to work out. Yay, it's about time. Kind of thing. Alright, Three of Wands, please. Man, today's Wednesday. I'm going to do a Warning Wednesday reading at some point today. Hopefully. Please don't hold me to that. That's my plan anyways. This one could go into that, just saying. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could have that in your chart. Not necessarily, but yeah, it's pretty much what I said. Yep. And then we have the Sun card, which is happiness, clarity, illumination, the light. Like I said, with the door cracking open, you finally see the light. There's an opportunity here that you've been waiting for, that you felt was never going to come, and now it's here. So you're thinking about this. This is your plan. And you're trying to figure out how to put that plan into action. And I feel like you're going to put it into action, like, relatively soon. So I keep seeing 3, so it could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. 3 months seems too far for me, so I feel like up to 3 weeks is when you're going to either make that decision. Oh, March is the 3rd month too, so, or within March, because 3 is very prominent right now. Why it's all happening is the Hermit reversed. Could be dealing with a Virgo. I did see Earth up here. Regardless of that, because we have many signs in our chart, I feel like this is somebody who needs to go in and reflect. This is like selfish energy to me. It's not selfless, because when he's in the upright, you know, he's keeping to himself. He's really processing his surroundings, his interactions with people, relationships, just kind of figuring himself out. Like, what is the best course of action for the highest good of all involved, you know? In the reverse, it's a need for that. It could be, you know, somebody's come out of that reflection mode and they're finally moving forward. So if this is representing you, Pisces, I could read it as if you've already done that reflection, because I did see that in here, and that's why you're coming up with this game plan and this the game plan to move forward, to get out of this icky situation kind of thing. But I feel like this is not your energy. I feel like this is somebody around you. I feel like this is somebody who needs to take a time out to meditate, to really think things through, to think about what they've done, the pain they've caused to other people, you know, the damage they've done in certain circumstances, whether it was in their career, why they have this sense of lack, you know, why this shit's even happening in the first place. Because I feel like somebody is very misguided, and it's somebody around you, not you. Hermit reverse, please. Somebody is definitely not, like, it's almost like whatever action they take or plan that they make, they act before they think. So they don't think things through. They're not being very smart about shit. The Hermit reverse, please. Woo! Okay. Oh my god, how many cards fucking flew out? Sorry. Alright. So we have the Four of Cups. This is, to me, it's somebody who's trying to decide, especially in this deck, because usually I could read this as somebody being bored, like, oh, I got these options, I'm kind of bored with the status quo, or nothing seems appealing to me. This is, he's kind of meditating, he's thinking about everything he has, and it's like, almost, which cup is more valuable to me? So there could be multiple people involved in this situation. With that card, and then we have the Tower reversed, so there's some form of change that happened in the past. I feel like change is needed. It's almost like thinking about what kind of change. And then we have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, but it's a decision in love, a decision between two people normally, but it could also be a decision between things that you love, like this job, that job, this hobby, that hobby, this person, that person, this home, that home, you know, shit like that, whatever means something to you, whatever's important to you. I basically feel like there's a need to go within and really think, but somebody isn't doing that. So why it's all happening is there needs to be a change. Yeah, so this needs to change. Basically, somebody needs to, whether it's you or someone you're connecting to, and like I said, I didn't feel like this was your energy. There's somebody around you in the situation, or just in your environment, period, connected to you in some way, that needs to make a fucking choice before it's made for them. I feel like this person is not looking inward for the answers. They're almost just flying on faith, like blindly, like blind faith. I don't know why I feel that way. Blind faith. Huh. I feel like this is going to be a shock, because whatever decision you're making, Pisces, to leave, to move, to date somebody else, to whatever your situation is, whatever's calling upon you to be changed, like this secret course of action, this forward movement that's being done in the dark, I feel like it's going to be a shock to the person that you are around right now, because they're not going to see it coming, because they feel like they have you under their spell, so to speak, that they have this sense of authority or control over you in the situation, that it's going to be like, what kind of thing for them. So I feel like this is a tower, like there has been a tower moment already with this person, like a breakdown in the relationship, in the situation, and whatever it is. But there's another one coming once this choice is finally made, once, you know, the ghosting begins and you're out the door, this tower is going to be like, boom. Sorry if that was loud. I didn't realize. I slapped my hands. But it's a necessary change. Also, it's number 16, which definitely means change for me. Usually it's drastic change, and it can be it can feel icky and negative when it happens in my own life, at least. Yeah, it's an ending and a new beginning, because 6 plus 4 is 10, and that's when something ends and then something new begins. Yeah, there's a change coming. This person's going to have a whole shift, and they're not even going to know what hit them, because they're so focused on everything else, everyone else, and not themselves, whoever they are. And that's why all this is happening. Someone was extremely selfish. I'm just going to put a point blank like that. Near future, we have the Two of Swords. I feel like this is you, and this is that decision. You're not thinking about it anymore. You have made a decision. You have that clarity now. You have all the information that you feel that you need to make a well-rounded decision for your future, whether it's in love, money, whatever. You're no longer confused. You're not allowing this person to, you're not allowing them to block you anymore. I almost get a sense that you're making a decision to move forward secretly, because you know this person's going to put obstacles in your path, in your way, and you've come to a conclusion on how to do this so that they can't do that. And I feel like with the ghosting energy, you're going to block them. Like, they won't be able to communicate with you. They probably won't even know where you're living, where you're working, who you're dating. Like, they won't know shit about you. It's almost like is it the witness protection program, basically, where, you know, the cops, they change your name and move you, and you go into hiding. I don't feel like it's to that extent for the majority who are doing this, but there might be someone out there who is literally taking it that far. And it's almost like that aha moment, like, yeah, this is the only way to protect myself and my child, or my children, or if there's children involved. Whoops. Oh, yep, you're blocking an Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus, or that could be you moving to calmer water. I kept saying that, so now there's validation that that's true. Things will even out. They will balance out. So I feel like in the near future, you're going to get the clarity that you need, and you're going to be standing in your power. You're going to be bossing up, male, female, whatever, doesn't matter. And you're just going to, like, cut whoever, you're going to cut this person off. You're going to cut, it doesn't matter, anything that doesn't serve you, anyone who has hurt you, who was part of this process, or just the life you've been living, the hell you've been kind of submerged in, you're cutting all them people out. You're done. You're done trying. It's funny too, because I think it was Virgo. I can't remember. I think it was. I said it's almost like you're sitting there all chill, drinking your wine or your whiskey while the whole town's burning down. I always see that with this Emperor card. Like, he's just sitting here like, yeah, I'm good, I'm strong, I don't give a fuck, everything can be falling to shit around me, but I'm okay. And I feel kind of like that's what the energy you're going to be embodying moving forward. So in the near future, it's like you're going to have the clarity you need, and you're going to know you did the right thing. And even though it feels like your life has fallen to shit, or things are just, it's like one bad thing after another has happened up to this point, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know that the smoke is clearing, you know? There might be a few coals left burning, but overall the fire is burned down, the smoke is clearing, and, you know, the sun is coming out. You can feel the breeze on your face again, kind of thing. So there's definitely a sense of freedom coming in the near future for whoever this is for. So this is you, Pisces. It could be your actions or what you want the people closest to you to see, like how you want them to view you, not necessarily how they view you, but how you want them to view you. And we have the Eight of Cups. Walking away. It's like, yeah, hey, you know, I'm turning around, check my ass out as I slam the fucking door in your face kind of thing. So I feel like you're done. There's a situation that you are just closing the book on. You don't ever want to read it again. You're gonna fucking burn the book, basically. It's gonna be your burn book. Hey, some of you might do that. That could be good advice to clear your head too, because it's not communicating technically. It's writing it down and then burning it, so just releasing it completely. It's a very good idea. But yeah, you are getting the fuck out of Dodge. Eight of Cups, please, for Pisces. And it's funny because he's like walking up the stairs to the moon, and the moon card, I always think of Pisces. I think of Cancerian energy too, but it's almost like you're finding yourself. You're walking away from the wants and needs of everybody else so that you can do what you need, what's best for you, so that you can feel whole again. Because right now I'm looking at all these cups as not your own, as, you know, okay, I made this person happy, this person's cup's filled. Like, it's like helping all these people or giving to this past situation, and now you need to give to yourself. It's like, okay, I'm drained, I got no more cups, you know, I gotta go get my other cups and fill myself up, kind of thing. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be very self-focused after this, because this person or situation did a number on you. Four Swords reversed. Yeah, you've done a lot of thinking about it. You know exactly what you want to do, and you're taking action now. You're walking away, and you're doing it for yourself, which is the best thing to do. And then, of course, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups reversed, which is kind of returning. It's contradicting energy, and I feel like there could have been a back and forth, especially before this decision was finalized in your mind, before some information came to light for you. I feel like you kind of toyed with the idea, and some of you might be what you want this person to see is you want them to think that you're walking away temporarily, that you'll be back. You know, like, I need a break, I'm just gonna go on vacation. I think I said that. I'll be back. But what they don't realize is you're not coming back. You're done. Like, if you were going on vacation, this would be this way, so you can relax and think and take a break and whatever. No, you don't need to do that. So you're going to make this person believe that you're only temporarily leaving, that you're going on a vacation, that you're visiting friends, family, something like that, and they're going to think you're going to return, but you're not. You're like, nope, psych. So you're gone, Pisces, which is actually a pretty good plan. That's funny. So the external people to you, or this person you're dealing with that you're trying to get away from, how they view you and just them in general, their energy, is the Ten of Swords. So this person feels betrayed. They either feel betrayed by you, or they feel that you feel betrayed by them, by the situation. I just heard ritual. So, and I know we have like ritual cards up here and stuff. So the person you're dealing with might be doing it. Is it called bloodletting? I don't know. I see blood. I see daggers, shit like that. It's like sacrifice, but not killing. It could be maybe animals. I don't like that. I just feel dark magic. I feel some form of sacrifice. And this, if it's not literal and you're not dealing with somebody who's dealing with magic and shit like that, it just could be a form of manipulation, and the fact that this person's gonna say something, or they feel like, I sacrificed everything for you, Pisces, and now you're gonna walk away, kind of thing. Like, me energy, it's still there. So they might take this on as a betrayal, or as an attack on them, even though it's not. Like, it's you're doing this for you. I mean, yeah, you want to get away from them, but you're not trying to hurt this person. You're not trying to fuck up the situation. You're just trying to free yourself. Ten of Swords. Why is this here for the external person? Yeah, this person's definitely a coward. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. With that, endings, like I said, I feel like this person knows it's over. But this person has codependent issues. They're afraid to be alone. I almost get a sense that they need your energy or another person's energy to like refuel themselves. It's almost like they take from you energetically. I don't like that. And I feel like you know that if that's happening. They're very stressed out because I feel like you provide a sense of security for this person. It's Ten of Pentacles reverse. It has to do with money. There's a home situation. You either share a house with this person, you share bills, or you're the breadwinner, you make more money, something. This person basically doesn't want to lose you because they're codependent on your finances. They feel like they can't be independent on their own. They're afraid of being by themselves. So they're going to do this whole pity party bullshit and make you feel like you're betraying them. So just be aware that that's another form of manipulation. This person's not being sincere. They just want your money. It could be vice versa. So if I'm talking to a cross-watcher, Pisces could be doing this. I know that I had somebody bitch and say that I always shit on the other signs when I'm reading for a specific sign. No, I said I'm dealing with energy. It could be vice versa. I say Pisces a lot or whatever sign I'm reading for a lot because that's who I'm reading for. So if it's not you, then it could be them, no matter who you are, you know? So the potential outcome within a month's time is the Ace of Coins. I feel like work is going to be really great for you coming up here within a month's time because the potential outcome is a new opportunity. So some of you could meet somebody new, but for the most part with the coin there, I feel if you're a female, there is a masculine energy. And when I say masculine, it could be, you know, a female or a male, just someone vibing in their masculine energy, because we all have both feminine and masculine energy. But I do feel that a masculine energy is going to come forward for some of you in love and make an offer. And it would be a very stable, promising offer. But for the majority of you, I don't even feel love with this. I feel more career, starting your own business, getting a leg up. Some of you could be even getting a loan to start your own business, to start something that you really love, to follow your dreams. Like there's somebody could be helping you out. This could be an offer of a partnership in work and career and something like that as well. I just feel that there are opportunities that are going to be presented to you coming up here once you get away from this leech, basically. It's almost like the universe doesn't want to fully bless you with these beautiful opportunities and windfalls of money and love and whatever if you're surrounded by takers, because it's just going to be taken from you. So why would the universe want to give it to you when they know you're not going to get it? It's not for your betterment, you know what I mean? It's not for your benefit. That's why it's always good to clear out your energy and get rid of anyone who no longer serves you. People, places, things, doesn't matter. You know, because sometimes we can be living in a town or in a space, like in a home or apartment, that, you know, the energy just doesn't vibe with us, so things just don't go right, you know? You gotta find your match, no matter what we're talking about. Ace of Coins, please. I feel like what I said with that is opportunity is coming. Yep. It don't want to talk, so I'm not going to clarify it. But I am going to get you an advice card from the Hisdom the wisdom of the hidden realms. Oh my god, I can't talk. I'm telling you what. So yeah, if this reading made sense, or even if it didn't, screw it. You know, if you want to support me, please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more I have time to pick up on your energy. Check me out on Patreon. I do extended or exclusive bonus material for my love readings over there. I'm not extending this one, but I will do some extra readings over there that I'm not going to post on YouTube coming up here shortly. But I also have February's extended love reads over there posted already. So if you want to backtrack because time is fluid, feel free to do that and join me, any denomination. It all helps, trust me. So yeah, let's see. Okay, well, the cosmos, creativity and vastness. This is what I feel like with the opportunities. And it's the moon. Again, the moon is very significant here. And I know I keep saying it reminds me of Pisces, but it's not just that. It's moon energy. So I feel like if you sit outside, if you're going to do any magic at all, moon magic would be really good for you, I'm just going to say. But just soaking up the moon, sitting outside under the moon and the stars. I just heard pay attention to the moon phases. So when I said the number 3, it could be the third full moon, or go through after 3 moon phases or something like that. But the moon is significant when it comes to your spiritual gifts and your abilities. So really look into that if it's resonating with you. I feel like if you want the change that you want to happen, with number 41 breaking down to a 5 is all about change. Could be difficult change. I feel like the moon will help you achieve, like it will be an easier transition. Doing things at night works out for you too for some reason. I don't know why I keep feeling nighttime, probably because of the moon, but anyways. We have the Lady of the Mirror, reflection, non-judgment, number 44. So now we've got 4s. So I don't know if the number 4, 44, or 8 resonates with you, but if it does, you know, look that up, numerology, whatever, that might be significant. Who the fuck else got that? Was it Libra? It was either Libra or Virgo, and I did see a lot of Virgo in here, so, you know, could be dealing with one. So let's see what this has to say. Alright. This is an ally and a challenger. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents a powerful force of law and attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. I think I said that with like the karmic cycle and lessons and shit. Excuse me. Rather, find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. So even though this person that you're connected to or around, or just whoever's in your fucking energy who's very manipulative, don't blame yourself for that. Just acknowledge the fact that, you know, the relationship with that person or just being around them is not for your highest good. It's not for your benefit, and let it go with love. You know how they say kill them with kindness? It's kind of like that. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current question, you will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. So it's basically saying go within, really look at yourself, look at how you got to where you are right now, look at, it's like really think things through so that you know what action to take to get to these new opportunities, these new beginnings. Because I really feel like, I gotta move that. I really feel like you're coming to these conclusions now. It's almost like you always knew that that you were supposed to be somewhere different, or that there was something significant that was supposed to take place in your life. Like whether you're supposed to leave your mark on the world, or you have this gift, this talent, whatever it may be. There's something that you've always thought that you were supposed to do, but you didn't exactly know what it is. Well, you've been surrounding yourself with people who have been kind of overshadowing you, basically. They've been holding you back without you even realizing it. And I feel like you're seeing that now, because, I mean, there isn't anything you don't see at this time. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to tell people to kiss your ass, you know, to walk away. To walk away from people who have done you wrong. And situations that you were forced to grow from. You know, they say what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger, and I feel like these types of situations that you're moving away from have made you who you are. They've built you up and made you see all sides of the coin. Like, so you see things from other people's perspectives, from many perspectives, not just from one point of view, you know. You almost look at a situation from every angle now, because you know that you can't always take a person or an opportunity or a situation at face value. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I have for you for the month of March for your general reading. I know there wasn't too much work in here, but this could literally be leading you towards a new career path, getting away from somebody who's holding you back, whether you are in love with this person or they're in love with you, whether it's romantic, friendship, a parent. I don't know. There's somebody who is definitely trying to keep you caged up, and you were not meant to be in a cage. You were meant to fucking fly. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye.